And here we actually start to see the use of one of the big mechanics I mentioned. Namely, I'm in the physical realm. I cannot get through that grate. And if you actually look around, I'm not going to do it entirely, but if you actually look around, there's actually no way up. Unless... Well, there's no way up here. But there's a way up in the spirit realm.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
Now you might be asking, why did I come back here? It's because simple. These in the physical world, these are flush with the wall. Here, well, I can screw up the jump, but here I can do that. Now, here is where the puzzles start to get a little more interesting, because I had to go back to the physical world here. It's not exactly where I wanted to land, but it'll work. And pull this here. One thing I like about this game is if you think you're about to push a block into somewhere that you can't get to it, it'll stop you. And also, yes, you can flip a block, because as the Elder God told us, Raziel's physical abilities have actually gone beyond what he had even as a vampire. Push this in here, and voila, this gate opens up here. This becomes important in a second. Alright. Now, I can unlock the gate below me, and I think I'm going to go do that in just a second. But first, what I need to do, this is another part where the difference between the physical and the spiritual world is important. Because, you see the platform down there? The kind of hammer-shaped thing? It's connected to the one over here. It's a scale. Now, if I were to go and try and jump on that one, it would do the same. It would do the same thing. It would adjust. But that's only if I do it in this plane. Where's something to kill you with? You recovered at the wrong time. That right there is what the Elder God was actually talking about a minute ago. With the vampiric souls. Right, what we're gonna do is over here. How many of you think this? How many of you thought this was something I could take out of the wall? The plan for this series, by the way, like I said, is I'm going to play through, with the exception of Blood Omen, the first one, I'll play through all of the Legacy of Kain series, basically in order. I say basically because the order of the games is a little screwy because of all the time travel. I like to start with Soul Reaver 1. I'll put the, I think we're going Soul Reaver 1, Blood Omen 2, Soul Reaver 2, and then Defiance. Because, again, the timeline for these games, the timeline for this series is a little bit wacky. Oh, quit hiding. And up you go. Up again. Shift 1, shift back. And we're done with that part of the puzzle. Because again, what I need to do now, shift back into the spiritual realm. Now, normally, actually, I can't even go into the physical realm right now because my health is not full. Now, in the spiritual realm and the physical realm are different, not just for the fact that one of them is where Raziel is native to. That'd be the spirit realm in this case. In the physical realm, my health will constantly decrease, constantly go down. Whereas here, my health will constantly go up. Another thing, time stands still. Kind of. I have no physical mass as long as I'm in the spiritual realm. So you see I raised that platform in the physical world, it came up in here, but I can't lower it again while I'm in here. Now the fun part is, if you're noticing this is actually 2 blocks. What I just did there is important for us in just a moment, or will be in just a moment. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go here. Because that symbol needs to be like that. Now, I punch my claws in and shove. Wrong direction, Raziel. There we go. The camera is a little bit wonky in this, but then again, this is an early title. And this is also, like I said, a PlayStation 1 game. That's what I played it on. I did beat it eventually. It took me a while, I'll admit, but... And we're actually back here at the entrance to Mokaya's domain. Drop down here. Let's get a better angle on this. But the fun thing is, at the end of the day, this game, this entire series really, doesn't exactly have a real hero, at least for a long time. Raziel, motivated almost solely by his desire for revenge against Kain and his brothers. You do actually get to play as Kain for several of the games. And Kain is entirely motivated by self-interest. You're going for a swim. Now what we're doing is we're going climbing a little bit. cool thing about these games is you can actually save anywhere you want. Like, I'm going to save in just a minute, but... But yeah, like, aside from playing through all the games, my plan for the series is kind of like what I'm doing with the series that is coming up. In fact, it's going to be Monday. Yeah, it should be. Or, actually, no. You guys will have already seen it by the time this video is out. I was hoping that would happen. Vampires are not always the smartest enemies in this game. They will occasionally willingly run into their own weaknesses. But I'm going to just record for a long period of time. Eventually I'll save it, and I'll break that up into multiple episodes. Probably around 15 minutes each. We're actually getting rather close to Melchiah. But we'll have to deal with him next time, folks. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna do a whole outro on this because I'm gonna be breaking these up into multiple episodes and I don't want to have to figure, okay, now I need to do it. But hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Like I said, I love this series. I love this game in particular because this is the first one I ever played. But that's it for now. I forgot loading in always brings you back from the spectral realm.
Beyond the ruins of your former stronghold, and above the gardens of the dead, your brother Melchiah waits.
Ah yes, the random tips that you can get. Alright, off to the teleportation chamber. It has been a couple of days since I last played this, so... There's my jump, there's my attack, that's a grab, I know. That's my glyph menu. Auto face, crouch, good. Pause menu, for some reason on the right click. That's Melchiah. That is the wrong way out of here. One thing I didn't mention is that the reason I had to go in and out of the spectral realm, especially right here... Oh, butter didn't need to do that. There's a soul right here for me to eat. You can't actually interact with anything in the physical world, so like this door completely seals me in. If I'm spectral. Alright. Like I said, we were getting close to Melchiah last time. Before I had to go. We can eventually come back here because I know already all the powers that I can get for killing my brothers. And there is actually one that allows you to swim. Problem is to get that, I think it's a third boss, I want to say, where you fight Rahab. And now you burn. I do not need that torch. It will not do me any good against the likes of Melchiah. Because I already know how to beat all the bosses. Or, I know how to beat Melchiah, Rahab, and Zephon. I do not remember offhand how to beat Duma. Not what I meant to do, but... That worked out. Yeah, because this doesn't look, you know, ominous and dangerous. They're actually just gears. I'm messing around. And that's the first one taken care of. Oh, that's the... pipe. It'll beat vampires to death with a pipe. This is actually part of how you get to Melchiah, is you have to do these to start up that mechanism. Sorry, human. Well, not really. Because as I said before, there's not really good guys in Nosgoth anymore. There's no heroes left in Nosgoth. Had to get my pipe back. Because I think it's funny to beat immortal vampires to death with a pipe.